Adam, things have moved apace today. Just tell us your thoughts and what you'll remember about Mickey Mellon.
Obviously, it's been a whirlwind day, and the news obviously hit the dressing room hard, really, because we're all gutted to see Mickey leave and Jacko as well, and it's not nice. It's not nice when it happens, and we're all very, very disappointed about that we weren't able to get enough results for Mickey, and it's a sad day, really.
Well, I mean, you sound like he's been sacked, but actually he's moved on, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has moved on. Yeah, of course, but still, it's still sad that that's the case, because obviously, personally, I really enjoyed working with him, and I'm gutted, really, to not be able to have the opportunity to continue to do that and see the job through, really. And but I suppose that's football. It's part and parcel of it, and it's now up to the dressing room to pull together and stick together and make sure that we're as one and go into Saturday, and hopefully we can pull together and come through with a result on Saturday.
Did Mickey's departure take you by surprise?
Yeah, it did. Obviously, results haven't been as we would have hoped for, but I know we keep talking about fine margins, but there's been a lot of areas of the performance that have been good, and a lot of good play. The results haven't quite mirrored that, but I think over the course of a season, I think if you keep performing to a level, I think that the results eventually mirror performances. So it's taken us by surprise. We're all really disappointed and gutted to see him go, to be honest. But now's the time for the dressing room to show its character and all pull together and make sure that there's no splinters. We're all as one and all pulling in the same direction. And we go into Saturday with that mentality. Then hopefully we'll have every chance of getting a result.
Of course, Mickey brought you and many others. There've been lots of changes at the club. Brought you into the club, didn't he?
Yeah,
sold the club to you, in effect.
Yeah, that's it. Myself, like many in there. There was a revolving doors this summer for this football club. Lots of us came in. It was a new dressing room, and we were looking. We were optimistic and looking forward to what was to be. But that's football. I mean, I suppose it's disappointing. We're all gutted the way it's turned out, but we've got to get on with it now. It's no point in crying into our pillow because there's a game Saturday and there's only 10 games or 11 games. 10 games?
Something like that.
10 or 11 games gone on the season so far. So there's a huge chunk to go, and the season's by no means over. It's definitely salvageable. And if we cut out the individual errors and build on the positives, which there have been certain elements of our game that have been positive. If we build on them, and I'm sure we can turn those draws into wins and the losses into draws, and climb up the table. So there's lots to play for still.
As captain, are you part of this sort of helping Danny Coyne as temporary manager? Will that be part of your job? So uniting the dressing room, getting everyone going in the right direction.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, of course. I mean, the whole scenario and situations come as a surprise to everyone. Coyne's obviously going to take the reins, and it's probably a position that he wouldn't have expected himself to be in. But yeah, myself and Jim will be there for Coyne if he needs us to aid him in any way, and to try and keep the boys together, I suppose. That goes without saying, but I'm sure there's a lot of good characters in there, and it's not. We'll be aiming and doing our best to get the win for Mickey really on Saturday, and if we can do that,
So go out and win.
And win for Mickey really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the team. I mean, Mickey Mellon has told us on Radio Shropshire that he will live and die by results. That's the manager's role. The players play a part in that, but you're still here, of course, aren't you?
Yeah. No, that's the part of football that perhaps isn't fair. It isn't fair because at the end of the day, the manager puts us out to play, and the players have to take responsibility completely. It's first of all, you can take responsibility from Monday to Friday with how you train, and obviously that will reflect on the pitch as well. With and you've got to take responsibility first of all for your individual performance, and then and then if you can perform well as an individual, can you help your teammate? And then obviously as a team, it all snowballs, And unfortunately, the manager, it's a results business, and the manager, if we don't perform on the pitch, has to take the brunt of it for everybody, and that's part and parcel of being a manager, and that's the tough part of the job, I suppose. And it's not fair, possibly not fair, and it's disappointing. The boys are disappointed in the dressing room, but you've got to react in the right way now. And if we don't, then there's no time for sulking. If we don't, then we'll get punished again on Saturday. So we've got to make sure that we do.
And Mickey Mellon was always saying how he wanted to help every player at the club improve. If you had to pick on one thing that he's done for you, one positive thing, what would it be? What's in your head?
He's a good guy. He's a good guy, and he's a good coach. And he's there. He's not always a ranter and a raver. He's one that encourages the boys and tries to get the boys to come out and play and express themselves. And I think that's a good thing, And I'm gutted, like the dressing room is, that it hasn't worked out. And I wish him all the best with his future, and Jack also.
Good luck for tomorrow. Go and show what you can do against Bradford.
Yeah, thanks very much. Cheers.
Adam, Mickey made you skipper when you came in. It's always a close relationship, isn't it? Manager captain. Did you two have a particular? Did you talk about extra things? Would you say, or?
Yeah, on occasion, yeah. It's on occasion we did. I'm as gutted as everyone else in that dressing room. I'm really gutted because he brought me in, he made me captain, and I feel as the dressing room does, that we've kind of let him down, really, because we haven't been able to get the results on the pitch that would have helped him. But that's football, That's I wish him well. He's been really good to me. He's a good guy. But it's now down to the dressing room to pull together and help try and get the win on Saturday, and we'll do it for him, really.
Because everything's promised so much, hasn't it? Improved players, League One ready players. The fine margins performances have been good. Just haven't quite been there for the results. So there's not that much that has to change in theory to get the 3 points.
Yeah, no, there's been so many instances in games, moments, that going back to the opening day of the season, there's been so many moments where it could have turned out differently, and it would only taken 2 or 3 of them moments where you're talking a missed chance, a last minute goal, a missed penalty, a sending off, this, that, and the other. There's moments that we were very, very unlucky, and we were unlucky. And there's been, and I feel for Mickey, because obviously the manager lives and dies by results, and it's unfortunate.
It's going to be whatever happens going forward, and whoever has the job. We've talked about it when you signed. It's such an attractive club to come to, a great group of players. Which guy wouldn't want to be manager here, I suppose?
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be an attractive proposition for many managers. It's a lovely stadium, training ground on the way. Squad is a good squad, good group of lads, good, a lot of talent in there. I'm sure that it will be an attractive post for many. So, yeah, I'm sure there'll be lots of applicants. Yeah.
Would you say that the gaffer leaving? It's a blow to everyone. Players, as you've said, but is it a blow to what you can achieve this season in terms of staying up? You still want to go as high as you can and push up the table, I suppose.
I think it's still way too early to start talking about staying up and that. I think after Christmas, I think you've got to look at the table. Like I said, there's been so many instances. Gillingham, they score in the last minute, but 30 seconds before we miss a one-on-one. That could have been us winning that game. Coventry, we had 2 late chances. MK Dons was a was a blow. It was, you're talking fine margins, and it has happened to us throughout the course of a season. Peterborough, we missed a penalty. It could have been another. It's very, very. We've been very, very close to being halfway up that table and looking to be pushing on into those playoffs. So, we've got to be. Obviously you can't look any further than Saturday and look into the next game, but I'm sure if we can get a win, I think we can snowball it, and I think we can get some confidence going, and I think we can actually climb up that table and have no fear of relegation or anything like that.
Just finally, we know that the gaffer was so well thought of by the players and so well liked, and I thought it was quite nice what he said about wanting to win for him. That'll be the thoughts of all the players, won't they? Because he had such a good relationship with all of them. Yeah,
most definitely. I think we owe it to him. I mean, obviously he's brought a large number of us in that dressing room into the club, and it's the very least. Unfortunately, in reality, it's too late. But at least it'll be some kind of soften the blow if we can get a win on Saturday.
Thank you, mate.
Do you want to mention anything on Bradford?
Yeah, just quickly on Bradford, looking forward, it's important that the players sort of move on quite quickly, isn't it?
Yeah, Bradford, tough, as is every game in this league. They're unbeaten, big crowd. We're going there without a manager. You'd expect them to roll us over and us to roll over for them to tickle our belly, but that won't happen. We'll make sure that we at least come out fighting, and we'll be doing our utmost to make sure that we get the result for Mickey, as I said before, and to show that we have got some character in that dressing room.